even though we lost 8-3, we were in a position that throughout the game, if you look at different situations we're in, if we execute, we're certainly in a position to have a chance to win a ball game tonight. The big inning, the 6-run inning in the fourth, certainly put a damper on things, but we make a couple mistakes during that inning. One with our positioning defensively, and then another with trying to go get Wilson with a base open. We work around him right there and go to Edwards. Maybe we get out of there. It's 3-1 at that point instead of 6-1. And even with that, after Canada's home run gets us back to 6-3, we get a leadoff double in the sixth, and we fail to score. We fail to move the runner right there with no outs, and we have to be able to put that guy in the scoring position. Worst case, he gets the third with one out, and if we do and we roll one on the board, it's 6-4. The following inning, we get a one-out single and make a base running mistake, and then we get a two-out single. So even though it's 6-3 at that point, we should have been in a position where it's first and second, one out, and we've got 2, 3, 4 coming to the plate. But we just little mistakes against really good clubs cost you, and those little mistakes, it's a matter of continuing to learn the game and have an idea of, whether I'm on the mound and I know my situation and I know who I'm facing. I also know who's on deck. And, it just so happened tonight I thought we had a better matchup on deck than we did at the box. And, other times it may be a better matchup, even though you've got a base open. This is the guy you want to go get because the man on deck we don't want to see in this situation. So, it's a number of things. And, I thought Austin Warren threw the ball okay tonight, but, he left, a two-strike breaking ball up to Cooper. If he buries that right there, gets a strikeout, who's to say we don't roll out of that inning with no run scored? So it's just little things that we need to continue to work to clean up and have a better understanding of what we're trying to get done.
Obviously, some of it is mistakes, mental mistakes in the infield or the outfield or whatever, but the bullpen's been so solid for you guys to see them get kind of touched up like that tonight. Discouraged by that, or
no, not really. I mean, the first leadoff single off of Easter is a cap breaking ball dumped into center field, and then he gets the force play at second base on a bunt, and and I thought he had Tatum struck out the pitch before, and he dumps a single in the left center, and and then Cooper did a good job jumping the first fastball he saw to drive in the first run, and position-wise, we had a pretty good feel that, with Jarrett at the plate, and first and second with Tatum and Cooper on base, they're going to hit and run, and, he actually, happens to pound one in the ground that chops over Cole's head at third base, and then another single to right field, and really the ball to right field was the hardest hit ball up to that point, and then by McLean, and then Wilson's home run, and right there we're in a situation second and third and 2 outs, and we got a chance to get out of the inning, and instead of trying to attack that hitter, we need to be better and command the baseball outside the zone. If he wants to chase, he chases. If he doesn't, that's fine. We go to Edwards with the bases loaded, 2 outs, left on left.
Coach, we're a little over halfway through the season. Not just in this game, but overall, what's the biggest focus for improvement for the team?
Just continuing to learn the game, from a situation standpoint defensively and where we're playing and how we should be playing counts on hitters, and have a feel for what our guys are doing on the mound. And then from an offensive standpoint, it's, we need to continue to understand that we've got to be more aggressive early with guys in scoring position when we get pitches to handle. And it's more a matter of a mentality. Okay, you know, I'm looking fastball in the zone, and I've got to be on time and be ready to go. If it's not, I can take it. We move to the next pitch, and I'm ready to do the same thing. But you know, we've left some guys out there when we've had opportunity, and we had stayed aggressive. You know, we'll put ourselves in position, but then the next guy's not as aggressive as he needs to be, and those outs cost you when you don't have a productive out. And by productive out, you know, we leave runners sitting right where they were. We've got to be able to move some runners. But overall, you know, I thought some guys threw well. I mean, Morgan threw really good. Deathridge came in, threw the ball well. Joyner, Gorham, Levi came in, did their job. Austin Warren threw the ball. He threw the ball fine. You know, I mean, he made some good pitches on Deathridge, and you know, we might have sped his bat up with a 3-2 slider, but at the same time, you know, if you look at how he threw the ball, he made 2 mistakes, and it hurt. But outside of that, I thought, you know, the ball got out of his hand good, and he threw the ball well, and then Coda threw well. So, you know, overall, there's a lot of positives on the mound, and a number of positives, you know, from an offensive standpoint. I thought, you know, certain guys swung the bat well. I mean, Jeffers didn't have a whole lot to show for it because he walked his first couple at bats, and then he hits a couple balls well, and, you know, no hits. Mason Byrne, 3 out of his 4 at bats were really good. Schaefer had a couple good at bats. Jones, Canada. You know, we've got to continue to put some things together in the back half to try to get some, you know, get back to the top with some guys on.